Good morning and welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Show. My name's Vic and welcome to the sports or the daily sports update show. That's the right way to pronounce it. There you go. Hope you guys are all doing well on the 6th of February, Friday the 6th of February 2026. Big day today. Olympic start officially, the opening ceremony this evening. But now we're going to start off with some, not sad news. It's been a few years now. But 6th of February, if you're a Manchester United fan, it's always a big day, the 6th of February, because we always remember the Munich air disaster that happened, where we lost so many of our good players and so many people died there on the runway there, on that icy runway on a late, I think it was a late afternoon there in Munich. So we just want to remember that. As a United fan, it is a big day, the Busby Babes and sad. But things happen and you move on and, but you should never forget what happened. And the 6th of February is always a sad day for all Manchester United fans. So to all those out there, commemorations, and hope you guys are all doing well. And let's see if we can honour those boys tomorrow with a win against Tottenham Hotspurs. That would be fantastic. But we will get into some. Let's look at the topics. Of course, there's football, Olympics, US sports, Eurobasket, good games last night. Cricket, darts, Six Nations, rugby. What a game the French showed us last night as well. So we'll get into all that ASP. Let's go. Let's start. Don't forget, we had 135,397. So keep on liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification button. And if you're not a member, why are you not a member? Because today our member video comes out with that competition that we've got there. If you want to take part, you've got to be a member. So renew your membership, join up, whatever. And if you want to get hold of us, there you go. Email at the bottom, running through. So check that out as well. But hey, look, not to forget, 2 days, 17 hours and 27 minutes to go, and then it is Super Bowl, baby. And somebody's very excited, of course, because he's a Patriots fan. And let's see. Let's hope the Patriots can do it this year. It's been a while. Good morning, Lawrence. There you go. Let's have a look at the chat quickly. Got too many people in there to mention everybody. But I see we've kind of covered all the continents of the world again. So that is fantastic. Let's have a look at the football results from yesterday. I'll take the countdown away for a second. There you go. Atletico Madrid smashed Real Betis 5-0 in the Spanish Copa del Rey. Griezmann was on the score sheet there. Their new boy Lookman as well. Atalanta beat Juventus Turin in the Coppa Italia 3-0. Not a good result for Juventus Turin there at all. And in the Coupe de France there in France obviously, Strasbourg beat Monaco 3-1. A little bit of a surprise for me, But that was the football from yesterday. Don't forget this weekend, big Premier League weekend, lots of good games. Leeds, Nottingham Forest. Obviously, we got Manchester United against Spurs. Arsenal take on Sunderland. Granit Xhaka going back to his old club there. Bournemouth against Aston Villa should be a good one. A relegation battle in between Burnley and West Ham United. What else we got on the cards? Of course, the last game of the weekend, Liverpool against Manchester City on Sunday. We think of doing that one, depending on how the Olympics go, what is on the Olympics. But that could be on the cards, and that will be on this channel. So, big Premier League weekend coming up. So, hope we have some good results. Go United. Then yesterday, of course, Euro League basketball. Vern did that Real Madrid against Dubai game. Dubai winning that one 93-85 against Real Madrid. Then Hapoel Tel Aviv, surprise loss at home to Valencia 99-104. Partizan. Now that is maybe the shocker of the round, beating Panathinaikos 78-62. Bayern Munich with a good win against Monaco 91-82, and Paris losing at home to Fenerbahce Istanbul 90-92. Let's have a look at the table at the moment. It's hotting up there. It is hotting up. Look, Fenerbahce now clearly in the lead, the number one team in the EuroLeague, ahead of Valencia and Olympiacos Piraeus, followed by Hapoel Tel Aviv. As we know, the top 10 make the playoffs. The first 6 are through guaranteed, and 7 to 10 play the play-ins. the moment that would be Real Madrid against Monaco and Panathinaikos against Žalgiris. But some teams have started to catch up. If you look at the bottom half of the table, big game for Milano coming up. If they can win that one, they could start sniffing on the playoff spots. Dubai is still in the hunt, and then I think it becomes very difficult for all other teams out there. But that is your EuroLeague basketball roundup. Six Nations. We want to talk about the Six Nations last night. Live on this channel, France against Ireland. Was it a good game? If you're French, definitely. If you're Irish, most probably not. I mean, France beating Ireland there 36-14. And it was more dominant than the scoreline tells you. The French were up 29-0 at one stage. It wasn't looking good for the Irish. Okay, thanks a lot for that. That is Noah Theodoros. There you go, man. Is that, I can't remember where he's from. I think he was on the basketball last night. Vern would know. It's probably Theodoros. It's probably Greece, I guess. Yeah, so the Six Nations. France starting off well there, getting one over their rivals Ireland. England will take on Wales on Saturday. That'll be live with me. And Italy-Scotland. Vern's doing Italy-Scotland. Big games to be played there in the Six Nations. It's the first week, but a statement win there from the French. I mean, you could name 10 players of the French that could have won man of the match. They were just impressive. I mean, Antoine Dupont played really well as scrum half. Marchand did well. Bila Berari, is that his name is? Vernon pronounces it better than I did. Thomas Ramos at fullback was good. Look, for Ireland, most of the players just didn't turn up in the first half. I actually thought their bench players did better in the second half. So Ireland with a big setback there. Can they bounce back? I mean, like in the second round, they got Italy. That must be a must win there. Yeah, we'll see. But the Six Nations will be on this channel all weekend. Other rugby news, of course, we're going to have the Rugby Sevens from Perth with me tomorrow morning early. I think I'll be around about 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I'll be doing a little bit of that tomorrow. I like the Rugby Sevens, should be interesting. And then, yeah. But then we move on to the North American sports. We have a new MVP in the National Football League. That is Matthew Stafford of the LA Rams. He beat out Drake May of the Patriots. I see conspiracy here. I mean, Belichick doesn't make the Hall of Fame. Robert Kraft doesn't make the Hall of Fame. Drake May, that had a better season than Matthew Stafford, doesn't get the MVP. I mean, stop hating on the Patriots, baby. What are you going to do? Buy the refs on the weekend so that we don't win the Super Bowl? Oh, good. I hope Man United win as well. Thank you for that one. Yep. So Matthew Stafford, the new MVP. Drew Brees got into the Hall of Fame. So that was cool as well. Much deserved. Eli Manning didn't get in. So, yeah, you know. Crazy. Let's have a look at those NBA results from last night. Let me put that up there. So, I hope I got it right there. Yeah, the Wizards. Surprisingly, they beat the Pistons 126-117. Riley with 20 points there for the Wizards. Cade Cunningham in a losing effort with 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. The Magic beat the Nets 118-98. The Hawks beat the Jazz 121-119. Johnson there with 22 points, 16 rebounds, and 15 assists for the Hawks. Impressive numbers there. The Toronto Raptors beating the Chicago Bulls 123-107. Brandon Ingram with 33 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. The Hornets beat the Rockets, or did they stun the Rockets? 109-99. Kevin Durant had 31 points for the losing Rockets there. The Spurs beat the Mavericks 135-123. Victor Wembanyama, 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. With Wembanyama, it's got to be about his first name. I mean, you know, he's got the greatest first name in the world. So that has to be that makes him so good. Cooper Flagg did have 32 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 block shots for a losing Mavericks team. Then the Warriors. The Warriors beat the Suns 101-97. Good result for the Warriors. Much needed win for them. They did erase a 14-point deficit there in the fourth quarter. So good stuff there. Then the 76ers lose to the Lakers 119-115. Austin Reeves with 35 points and 6 rebounds. But if you're a Laker fan, some bad news. Second quarter, Luka Doncic limped off the field in the second quarter. He's going to have an MRI on that. We'll update you on the status of Luka Doncic, how long he's going to be out for the Lakers. Then let's just see. I see Spurs to rattle Man U's cage. 2-0 to Spurs. Paul Terry. That is sad. That is so sad. I mean, look here. We should actually just stop the show right now because that is sad. An Arsenal supporter, hoping that Spurs win. I mean, get the straitjacket, man. Put the straitjacket on. Put him straight into a loony bin, man. That is sad if you're an Arsenal supporter, man. No, you're a Spurs supporter in disguise, man. That's the problem. There you go. Then let's have a look at the NHL. Last night, the Pittsburgh Penguins beat the Buffalo Sabres 5-2. Good win for the Penguins. The New York Islanders beat the New Jersey Devils 3-1. The Devils not doing well this season. The Carolina Hurricanes beating the New York Rangers 2-0. Another team that's in the doldrums, the New York Rangers. The Ottawa Senators beating the Philadelphia Flyers 2-1. The Nashville Predators losing to the Capitals 2-4. The Florida Panthers losing in a 6-1 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. The battle of the state of Florida goes to Tampa Bay. And the LA Kings could not beat my Las Vegas Golden Knights. The Golden Knights win that one 4-1. Go Knights, baby. That's all I got to say. Let's have a look at a little bit of the NCAA there. The ladies did play in the NCAA. The Duke Blue Devils beat the Louisville Cardinals 59-58. So that must have been a cracking game. Vanderbilt beat Kentucky 84-83. Close games there. The Tennessee Volunteers beat the Georgia Bulldogs 82-77. Mississippi State lose to the South Carolina Gamecocks 88-45. That's not the end of the women's results. There you go. Minnesota beating Iowa there. The Hawkeyes 91-85. Clemson losing to North Carolina Tar Heels 53-44. Ohio State Buckeyes beating Washington 70-60. Ole Miss Rebels losing to Alabama Crimson Tide, baby, 64-63. A lot of close games in the women. And the LSU Tigers, they got beat by the Texas Longhorns 77-64. On the men's side, there was only one game. Penn State lost to the Michigan Wolverines 110-69. Good result there for the Wolverines. They're up to 21-1 at the moment, so they are looking very good. If you want to know more about all the American sports, all the latest standings and rankings and all that stuff, then check out Across the Pond. That came out yesterday. So check out that. That's everything to do with North America. All the sports there, NFL, NHL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NASCAR, IndyCar, I don't know, WNBA, there you go. Then don't forget, on this weekend, lots of big sports. We have the Super Bowl, of course, the T20 Cricket World Cup starting there in India and Sri Lanka. Then the darts last night. Yeah, baby, big night in the Premier League of darts. It was night one at the Ulletta Arena there in Newcastle. The quarterfinals, that's how it played out. Johnny Clayton beat Josh Rock 6-2. Jan van Veen took a little bit of revenge, if you can call revenge. In the replay of the World Final there, he beat Luke Littler 6-4. Luke Humphries dumped out Gervin Price 6-5, and Michael Van Gerwen, MVG, beating Stephen Bunting 6-2. Then in the semi-finals, Jan van Veen beat Johnny Clayton 6-4, and Michael van Gerwen thrashed Luke Humphries 6-2. So we had an all-Dutch final there in Newcastle, and MVG winning the first night of the Premier League darts 6-4 against Jan van Veen. Congratulations to Michael van Gerwen. There you go. So that's kind of the show for this morning, short but sweet, kind of like Vern. So what's coming up this weekend? Let me rattle it down quickly. First of all, at 12 o'clock, our members video is coming out at 12 o'clock. Then we have the DEFCON Rugby show this afternoon, where we'll preview the Six Nations and give you the lineups and have a look back at last night's game with France against Ireland. Then don't forget the Olympics, the ceremony. There's Europe League basketball, there's Premier League football, there's Sevens rugby coming up. There's Six Nations rugby coming up. There's the Super Bowl coming up. Man United against Spurs. Liverpool against Man City. Big sports weekend. So be sure to hit that notification button. Tune in. Enjoy it. And I wish you all a wonderful day. Stay safe and see you in a few hours. Ciao, ciao.